Hello guys, welcome back.
Hello.
I am really hoping that some of our TikTok friends decided to come on over and check out our new digs. All right, so we have decided that TikTok is our kitchen.
Yes.
Because we get 10-minute videos and it's like coffee time, right? Our little morning jolt of coffee. And YouTube is our living room. Okay, it's really our basement still, but
we get to converse.
It is our living room where you just get to come hang out with us. So, welcome to our living room. We hope you guys continue to come to our living room to hang out with us for our longer videos. I've got my dog here, so if I look down and look like I'm petting something, I really am petting something alive. His name's Freddy. He's my baby. Okay, so, guys, we promised you guys a video about empaths. So I need to preface this by saying part of the reason why we did the cord cutting first and we're doing empath tonight is because my faux pas. So cord cutting directly ties into empathic abilities, and we'll touch on that in a few minutes. But my faux pas was I believed for the longest time that I was an empath. Because, see, I am a very emotional human. I bawl at weddings, funerals, and commercials all the time. I cannot get through a movie, including Pixar movies, without crying. I really can't. So I thought for the longest time, and when I walk into a room, if somebody's been arguing, I can feel it, or if somebody's happy, I can feel it. So I thought, yeah, shit, I'm an empath, especially when there's this big explosion a couple years ago where it was everywhere. Everyone's, are you an empath? Yeah. Take the test. If you're one of these 8 things, you're an empath. And I took those damn tests, and every last one of them said, you're empathic. So I'm like, yeah, I'm an empath walking around. Empath you. But guess what? Turns out, no, I'm just an emotional bitch. So, here's what we figured out. Okay, guys? The difference between somebody emotional, like myself, or empathic, like my daughter, is the texture of those emotions.
Texture.
It's the best way to say it. It's the best word for it. Michaela and I will both walk into a room, right? You should switch that pen with your other pen. Yeah. We'll walk into a room, and it's all good. We'll walk into a room, and we'll both sense, say there was just an argument. We'll both sense that there's an argument. We will probably both even pick out correctly who is pissed off or who has animosity in the room, who's angry. The difference being, Michaela will be able to go layers deep. She'll not only know who's pissed off, but where it's coming from, who's it directed to, and she'll be able to actually feel that anger to the point where sometimes it makes her physically ill, physically sick to her stomach, or uncomfortable. Me, I could get pretty oblivious to it. I'll know they're pissed off, might be uncomfortable to be around them, but usually I can go find someone else on the other end of the room, sit down and chill out, and not pay much more attention. That's the difference, the texture. I love, and I love emotion. But I also love big crowds where I am surrounded by people who have a lot of emotion. When the energy is high, I'm out there bouncing with people and yeah, go. This one will avoid it at all costs because she doesn't just feel the energy around her, she feels everybody's energy, and to the degree where it's hard to tell if it's her energy or theirs.
Well, that's also another thing. While it's good to ask yourself if this is your emotions that you're feeling. Like, for example, let's say that I'm instantly angry for no reason. It's just kind of sprung on me the last 5 or so minutes. You gotta ask yourself if those are your emotions that you're feeling, or if it's someone else's that you just picked up, which is also why you should be protecting yourself, protecting your energy, because like Mom said, you feel deep into somebody else's emotion, and if you're not careful, you do pick those up. So
I don't. I always know my energy's my shit. So that's another thing.
You take it on. That's why.
So we'll talk about that to bring around. That's why we did the cord cutting earlier, because that becomes extremely important when you are an empath. That cord cutting and the ability to be able to cut off or return that energy to other people. Say an affirmation while you're doing the cord cutting and get rid of that energy and feel yours. Michaela often will have to look inward and say, okay, is this my energy? Where did it come from? And try to return it if it's not. So that being said, we've touched on the fact that there's a lot of anxiety usually with people who are empaths, being in large groups and feeling taken on that energy, things like that. Oh, I'm so sorry, excuse me. But that being said, and if you think you're an empath, please, I encourage you. There's so much online. I don't want to fill this up with all the different 101 reasons to tell you if you're an empath. Because you guys, it's everywhere. You do not need us to fill you in. You probably already know if you're an empath. Or you're deluded like I was, believing you are. But this should clear it up for you. Now, there are some things too, though, that are pretty cool about being an empath. You know, it's not all thorns. There's some roses. One of those things being that Michaela and I can walk into a room and I might feel, say we'll walk into a room and we both have intuition, right? We're creative beings, all of us can all do this. And I might feel that person in the room, in the corner of the room, is not a great person. But this little powerhouse here, this little empathic powerhouse, will be able to feel if they have ill intention towards us. She'll be able to know, okay, this person is looking at me and it feels like he wants to hurt me. And it can also kick off some other psychic abilities. Like a clair-knowing or a clairaudient audience because of it. But even without that, just that feeling, that awareness, she's able to intuit a lot deeper what their intentions are than say I. So it makes it kind of like a little superpower, a little bit more. Another thing about empaths it's one of the very few things that, although we each have it to some degree, empaths you're either born with. You either are or you're not. Yeah. You know, my channeling ability, Michaela, is able to pick up and learn. I cannot learn that empathic ability. We each have a little bit of it. We can each feel it. And sometimes, like I said, that's why we mistake it as we're empathic. But it is one of the very few things that you either have and are born with or you don't. So there is that, giving you that little extra superpower thing. And the one last thing I'll touch upon that makes being an empath really cool. I mean, there's lots of really cool things, but the one other thing is how intense your emotions are. Like when somebody loves you, you feel it, you know it. Like, so if somebody loves me, I might feel they love me. I might feel they have a crush on me. I might feel those things a little bit. But you feel it in your body. You'll feel like a mirror reflection.
I love hard.
Right?
I love.
Well, you do. But that's what I'm saying. You feel when they love you hard too, in a way that I can't. Like when somebody's in love with you, you feel their emotion. And often, that emotion gets confused for your own. So you get to feel, when you're an empath, you get to feel very clearly how somebody feels about you in a way that some of the rest of us might not. This is my little love bug. I can feel you, though, empath or not. But you get to feel in a way that you know, us non-empaths can't feel. You get to feel someone's genuine love for you in your body as a mere image. That's a pretty friggin' cool little superpower you got.
I would say so.
So, empaths do have some really cool traits. Let me get this puppy down. that kind of makes it like a superpower. You know what I mean? It's not all thorns. There are some really
It's
red
like a
roses.
rose.
Yeah. So we did say that we're going to tell you a couple ways of telling, which we did, and a couple things that are good and a couple things that are bad. So I just want to close off by saying that when you are empathic, it is extremely important that you cut your cords, you guys.
Cut your cords, ground, affirmations.
Yeah.
Send your energy back.
Because the thing is that being empathic, it can riddle you with anxiety. It's something that you did, struggle with at the beginning.
There are some.
It can have really
feelings.
strong effects. You're dealing with emotions, and because we are emotional beings, I mean, it goes to the very core of everything, right down to manifestation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We manifest with our emotions and our intention. We actually, you know what, real quick, we do have to do one manifestation video, because here's the thing. They teach you, we talked about gatekeeping. They gatekeep a lot of shit, and they gatekeep how to really manifest properly. You combine your emotion with your intention, with smell, taste, touch, and feel.
Yeah.
And you have almost an immediate manifestation. And we need to do a video about that, because empaths are actually at an advantage when it comes to this. It's another one of your guys' roses. So let us know below if you guys actually want us to do the manifestation video. We were going to try to stay away from most of them because there are so many out there, but I think that might be something worth doing.
I agree.
Because they do
touch on the
gatekeep
clairs as well.
Well, no, we're not touching on the clairs. We're doing an entire video on the clairs. Michaela and I are going to fulfill someone's request about angel numbers and numerology, and we are working on that now. It's going to take a little bit. We're putting a little bit more into that than we would normally do with a video, because it's someone who said that that she's not had a lot of luck. So I really want to make sure that we get it right for her. So we're doing that. Let us know if you want us to do the manifestation one. But the next video we do on here is going to be about the clairs, and we will go in depth on that one, on how to identify which ones there are, which one you will likely fall under, and the KISS way. Keep it simple, sweetheart. Not 15 steps, but 1 or 2 steps to identify pretty clearly which one you fall under. Most of us has 2 or 3 that we fall under, but you'll have a dominant couple. So we'll get that done for you guys right away here. But anyways, thank you for coming to our living room. We'll see you
way back in.
Thank you. Bye.